the Yiddish film came into existence. It was a new phenomenon on the American scene. It had to do with immigrants who did not go to films. They couldn't understand the English language. When sound came in, they saw the jazz singer because it was about a Jewish boy, a Jewish life. And that gave somebody an idea of doing films in Yiddish with sound, so you can hear the language itself. And these people primarily spoke Yiddish. And they came in droves. And through that period, over 300 Yiddish films were made. It was a major industry. And I would say millions of people went to see these films, and I had the opportunity to be part of it.
Between 1900 and 1920, New York became the biggest Jewish city in the world, absorbing more than 1.5 million refugees from poverty and persecution in Eastern Europe. It was Jewish immigrants moving from the Lower East Side to Hollywood who soon dominated the new motion picture industry. Goldwyn and Mayer, Lasky and Loewy, the Warner Brothers, and many more. Then, one magical night, a Jewish film telling a Jewish story changed the course of movie history, and in the same moment gave birth to a brief flourishing of a now forgotten art form, the Yiddish talkie. The New York premiere of The Jazz Singer, starring the great musical comedy star Al Jolson, was a coming home for the Warner Brothers.
The year was 1927. Hollywood made history in the motion picture industry. Hollywood produced the first talking picture. I happened to be at the time in Hollywood, and I got a little part, a bit part, I think two lines in The Jazz Singer with Al Jolson.
But there were surprises for the Yiddish audience. This Jewish boy did not speak to his mama in Yiddish.
And darling, I'm going to take you to Coney Island.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm going to ride on the chute-to-chute.
Oh.
And, you know, in the dark mill.
Yeah?
Ever been in the dark mill?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, with me it's all right. I'll kiss you and hug you. You'll see right over. Now, Mama, stop now. You're getting kidney. Mama, listen, I'm going to sing this like I will if I go on the stage, you know, with this show. I'm going to sing it jazzy. Mammy, Mammy, the sunshine beats, the sunshine wet, but I know where the sunshine's best. Mammy, Mammy, my heartstrings are tangled around. Mammy,
This was a Jewish film heavily disguised in assimilationist values, the very values the Hollywood moguls had lived their own lives by. As in so many Hollywood Jewish movies, the boy ends up with a Gentile girl. He fulfills the immigrant dream, but at the price of his Jewish identity.
I walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles, but my
Suddenly there was a demand for Yiddish talkies, with real Yiddish stories, like Sholem Asch's Uncle Moses, in which one of the supporting roles was played by Zvi Schuyler.
Well, I'm trying to go back about 50 years. That's right, 50 years, 1932. I go along with the century. So at that time I was 32 years old, and I was asked to do a part in Uncle Moses by the great Sholamash.
Uncle Moses made me the good of the Knedler.
Schooler played a young radical intellectual whose girlfriend is wooed and won by the film's central character, a factory owner who showers her with expensive gifts. Ash's story is set in the New York of that time. The delicatessens, the sweatshops, the apartments.
Uncle Moses, showing all the wire. Uncle Moses.
The vitality of the piece was captured by Morris Schwartz, one of the Yiddish theater's top stars, directing himself in the title role of the Jewish entrepreneur who has brought his whole village across to share his American success. The set piece of the film shows the radical watchdog watching from his window his girlfriend's lavish wedding to Uncle Moses, a marriage he regards